So on day one of creation, we see God creating the foundations of the earth. That makes sense from an engineering point of view. You start with the foundations. But God also creates two of the most important elements in the whole of the universe, light and water. And we now know that those two elements are very fundamental to life itself. What I find remarkable about light is the way that it can carry energy. Even here in Tennessee in April, we can feel the warmth of the sun on us. It's rather nice. But when you think that warmth has travelled millions of miles through space, it's incredible. So light is very important. Light also is one of the reasons we live in a very beautiful world, because light contains all of the colours of the rainbow. And one of the wonderful things about the world we live in is that it has a very ideal colour scheme. We see the blue sky, which contrasts with the green land. It'd be very strange if the sky and the land were both blue, but we have this lovely colour scheme where you have a contrast. But not only that, but blue and green are both restful colours, unlike red, for example, which raises the blood pressure. So it just so happens we have a good colour scheme, and I think it's a much better explanation to say it's been designed.
So there's light, but you're also talking about water in that first day.
Yes, water is another one of these really important aspects of creation. On the one hand, water seems like a very simple thing. It's got this big oxygen atom and two little hydrogen atoms. Looks simple, but water is like a miracle substance. It's so fine-tuned for making life possible. For example, water has an ideal specific heat capacity. That's a measure of how much energy it takes to change the temperature of water. And because it has a high specific heat capacity, that means that we can keep a stable body temperature. We don't vary too much, so it makes life possible. But also it keeps the temperature of the lakes and the sea stable as well, and that helps a stable weather system. So water is very well designed, but it's not just the specific heat capacity. Water also freezes top down in lakes and seas because of the way ice floats on water, which is a very unusual property for a liquid to have. But it's a very important property because the life would just die if it froze from the bottom up. So it freezes from the top down. So that's another fine-tuned property of water.